I don't think we should run any more sales. Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's installment of What Are We Freaking Out About Today?
I'm freaking out that my printer's not working again.
It doesn't even look like your printer's on.
It's on. It's like the light's not on all the time.
So are you excited about the rodeo?
We are going to the rodeo tonight.
I was thinking you're not allowed. Well, so like I always see pictures of people I know who definitely aren't cowboys and cowgirls dressed up like cowboys and cowgirls going to the rodeo. And I'm like, in my mind somewhere, if you dress up like a cowboy to go to the rodeo and you're not one, at some point a barrel racer pops out of nowhere and smacks you. Like, quit faking.
Who cares? It's like
Oh, it's fun.
yeah.
Let people do what they want to do.
Well, that doesn't sound. What you
imagine-
just said doesn't sound like
I
let people
imagine,
do what they want to do. That doesn't sound like it.
I'm just saying I don't think I could pull it off. I'd get
That's
smacked.
not what you were saying. You were saying they should get smacked. You can't walk that one back. It's forever recorded.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I stand by what I'm saying.
Oh,
Everything I know
you're-
about cowboys and cowgirls has been from
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Yeah. That's how we know. That's
And
how
they
we
know when you city slickers dress up like cowboys and cowgirls and aren't real ones and you get your butt kicked.
You know what I love? I love that we live somewhere with cowboys and cowgirls. Because I'm from Connecticut. There was no rodeo back there, right?
No.
Yeah.
There was where I grew up.
In Pennsylvania? Yeah, but there were no
But it's
cowboys.
not like the Western rodeo.
Like literally, I'd never seen anyone with a cowboy hat or a big belt buckle or
I mean, that's more of like a Western thing for sure.
yeah, and I don't know if I ever saw anyone wear cowboy boots. So I love living somewhere where people wear that stuff and it's real. Not everyone is just wearing it for the rodeo.
No, I'm saying those people are allowed to wear it. They don't get smacked.
I want to get lassoed.
They don't get smacked by
I
a
want
barrel
Patrick
racer.
to get out a lasso and lasso me
This
across
sounds like
the.
a fun game. I think I could enjoy this one.
Oh
Hog
no!
tie genie and,
No!
you know.
Oh my God! Sorry, I just shouldn't have even started. But
All hat and no cattle.
all hat and no cat. I like that. So, you know what I thought was so much fun? Yesterday, driving, or was it 3 days ago when we were driving to the store, Patrick points to, and you know, we are like, it's suburban. It's like the outskirts. And there were sheep all over the hillside.
Well, they graze for fire control.
But we've lived here how long? I've never seen them there.
They've been there for like the last 3 or 4
I've seen them on
years.
the back side, but I've
Oh,
never
they're
seen them
always
right
all
there
on
on the
that front side.
hillside.
Yeah, they
And
do
you
that
almost
every
couldn't
year.
see them because they just blended right in with the hillside.
I don't know what you're talking about. They could not be any more apparent against the hillside. You're like, look, there's how much does a sheep weigh? 70 pounds? Like
There were
big.
like hundreds of them.
Right. And like
Yeah.
big dogs. Like you're like, oh look.
So I went hiking with my dogs, and we were kind of like on the back hills, and there was all this fencing up, and I
Ginny
couldn't.
is the cute, funny one, and Patrick is the straight one.
He's the grumpy one, don't you think? Did you hear how grumpy he was
I was
yesterday?
not grumpy yesterday.
He was calling you guys brats. Did you hear him? Yeah. So I went hiking with the dogs, and you know what makes me so mad is when they close off areas that you've hiked for
That's
years.
like such a Western thing too.
That's a Western thing. So I come up and over the hill, and I'm like, can't go left, can't go left. So we go up and over another hill, and then I saw all these sheep back there grazing, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. What wasn't cool was
The
as we came up,
Anatolian shepherds.
there
that
were
like,
two shepherds that
the
like got
protection
up
dogs.
and they were like, "Ooh, ooh," and they come running. They start running over, and I was like, "We got to get out of here."
There are big signs at the bottom that basically say sheep in area, and they comment on the livestock protection dogs.
Yeah, that were there. And so we like took off. But living out here, we have things like we have wild horses, which I mean they're really not they're not good for the habitat here. They're not supposed to be here. They're not indigenous.
Because they
So
don't have enough
but
food.
it's still really cool to see wild horses. And then I love that you drive half an hour, like 45 minutes outside of Reno. We have an antelope.
They're
Remember-
in Reno. They're like on Peavine.
When the deer and the antelope play, that's real. That's real out here. I love that we have pronghorn antelope. So cool. The West is really awesome.
It's the best.
The West, Patrick says the West is the best. And he's from Pennsylvania. It's way better than Connecticut.
Pennsyltucky.
Sorry if you're from Connecticut. But
you know,
Connecticut is a boring
it's
state.
each to their own, right? Like if you live there and you love it, more power to you. That's awesome.
Oh, really? You don't have something grumpy to say?
I don't know why you're calling me the grumpy one. I'm the straight one. I was just
He
calling
is.
it like I see it.
He is the straight one. He's a straight shooter.
We talk all the time. So when we bought the store, like, it was a little bit of a free for all, and like very quickly after we bought the store, I was like, "There's no such thing as unlimited lessons. That doesn't make sense for our business. We need to change that." And I think the local ladies would have to tell me. And they did tell me at one point. Oops.
They didn't like.
They did
they
tell
didn't
me at
like
one
Patrick.
point. They were like, Patrick's coming in and ruining it.
Did you?
And then,
right, ladies?
and then later,
What did
I think you realized
maybe-
that maybe I had your best interests in
Maybe
mind.
maybe that should be our Friday question. What did you think of Patrick when you first met him? That would be that's a fun one to ask. And Miss Allison, that's what I remember about being back east too, was the squirrels. And we had lots of squirrels. I don't remember really many bunnies, but I remember
I
lots
hear
of
lots of
possum.
squirrels, lots of bunnies, and then I think lots of ticks.
Ooh, and yes, any state with a moose is a good state to me.
There's a lot of states back east with moose.
I guess New Hampshire and like Vermont and like Maine.
And we have moose in Pennsylvania.
You had moose in Pennsylvania. There were no moose
Like up in
Connecticut.
the Erie area. up
There's
in
no
there.
moose, or is it meese?
Meese. Is that your joke for the day? That's like a Tom and Jerry joke.
Oh my god! So, but I love going to Utah, seeing moose there, or Wyoming.
We
Moose is
always see moose. That's like a special
elk
one.
too. Elk is a treat. I think elk's a treat. Okay.
Can we talk about one thing? Like this will be my straight talk for the day. So I got some calls yesterday as people are starting to get calls from dealers about the new Baby Lock and Brother machines. We don't know, like some of those dealers are quoting a price and they're telling you that you're going to get X amount for trade in and this is going to be the remaining amount. And so I got a couple of phone calls yesterday of people being like, is that the amount, or is that what this is? And quite frankly, nobody's seen the price yet.
Maybe they have.
And so it's possible that they may have seen something. But I think one of the things that's happening, and this is quite common in our industry, is dealers have a tendency to build up these inflated values in a bundle. And then they do everything based upon the bundle. So they take like all this stuff and they put like top dollar on it and they go, it's a $5,000 bundle. Anybody who's ever dealt with me in a bundle,
He's straight. This guy's straight.
has probably heard me say, like, if you really want to talk about the bundle, we'll talk about the bundle. And I can price it out with the bundle. But a lot of times we're getting a really good deal on the bundle. Sometimes and there are two different types of bundles, right? There are giveaway bundles. Like sometimes they sell us the machine and the machine comes with a bundle. Sometimes they sell us a machine and then they sell us the bundle at a significantly reduced cost. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you, hey, let me give you a price and we can price it out with or without the bundle. And then we can figure out what makes the most sense to you. And sometimes it's half the bundle stuff that may not even be that exciting, but any dealer that's selling the bundle is really going to push the bundle. So here's what I would tell anybody getting these phone calls. There's no cause for panic. We don't know how much the machine is going to be. I do expect the machine to be, let's say, and this is a guess, but 23 to 25,000. Do I know what your trade-in values are going to be? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Anybody who's trying to get you to lock down right now before you see the machine may not have your best interests in mind. And so it is anybody who called me yesterday, and I got 3 phone calls yesterday. What I said was hold tight. Hold tight. Wait to see. There's stuff coming next week. There's stuff coming the first week of July as far as additional teasers and additional information. And so I think there's a lot to be excited about with the new machine. And as we learn more, we will be letting you know exactly what we see and what we hear. And we promise that you'll get the best deal from us. And we promise, more importantly, you're going to get the best support. I was talking to another dealer because I called that. There's another dealer that I use as a sounding board, and he and I talk quite frequently. And when I was talking to him yesterday, one of the things that I said to him was, do you think this other dealer has more information? He goes, no. I think what this dealer's saying is they're valuing their bundle, and that just made a lot of sense to me. And they're basing it off the bundle. And as I was talking to that dealer, I was like, I still think the reality is what people really need with these machines is support. And his comment to me was literally like, you guys are a one-off. The education that Jeannie and Michelle put together, he's like, there's no one that's doing that. And if you're spending this amount of money on the machine, you got to know how to use it. So hold tight, hold fast. We will let you know everything that we know. We will share everything that we know.
And we will do an event. So if you want to get
it may even be more like we're going to have to figure that out, because one of the things that we do know is there's some delays around the machines.
Yes.
And so one of the things that's tough here is weather. And so if we are doing an event and it's here and it's in at a period of time when there's weather, it's tough for people to drive over the hill. Flights can get weird. So we're going to work to figure that out. And we will let you know as we know more. And what we're being told is as we get into the first couple of weeks of July, we will know much, much more. So, that's just me saying, there's a lot of excitement. The new Bernina hit. A lot of dealers are starting to really push the new Brother and Baby Lock machines, as they should. We have our pre-sale up. But, if you're hearing more from another dealer, it's not because they know more than we do. It's just not. They're starting to do what they can to capture their market, and I get that. We're going to let you know what we know when it's concrete as we know it. So, and we're super excited about the new machine.
Yes, I'm excited. I was like, whatever. But as it gets closer, I'm getting excited, which is silly because I don't know anything more. I'm just getting excited.
Well, I mean, we know like simple things like better lighting, better like significant improvements to the projector. I think it's fair to say we've got a larger hoop.
Which, if you're quilting, we quilted yesterday.
Little things, right? Like one of the things that I had basically told brother was like, do not make it heavier. The machine isn't heavier. Like it's little things like that, because what we've seen with some of these other brands is bigger machines, but significant increases in weight. And so, you know, we're super excited. And it's funny because one of the things that I've heard from some of the old timers is it's like every time there's been a new platform with the brother made machines, it's been mind blowing. Like I had a dealer say to me, I stopped even trying to guess, because every time like I go, oh, this is what I think it's going to be. And then they blow me away. And, you know, with some of the product launches from some of the other brands, what you're seeing is technology that brother launched 10 years ago. Like capabilities that brothers had since the Quattro. So it's
And the Quattro
it's
was
worth
what,
the wait.
12 years ago?
15 years ago?
15 years ago?
Almost, I think.
Yeah.
You know, so.
So, I have some stuff to talk about.
Let's go.
Should we talk about it? So I wanted to
Do
talk.
we have to adult today? I don't want to adult anymore.
No, we're ready not to. And keep in mind, we are closed for. Are we totally closed? Did they want to?
We are totally closed.
We're
as far
totally
as it
closed. The
matters.
week of.
The guys may be doing some work. I know John and Max have talked a little bit, but.
But is that the first week of
we
July?
close at noon on the 29th, and we reopen on I think the 8th, Tuesday the 8th.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you about Lori Holt because their designs, I think the issue was they've had a really tough time in their warehouse. But my rep, I sent her a note last night, and she said that they were going to be shipping out. I asked her what's the update on Lori Holt. They were 10 to 12 days behind because of lack of employees. The USBs are supposed to ship out this week. So maybe I'll have them the beginning of next week, and maybe I can ship them. Some of you just bought those independently, but some of you are waiting for pumpkins and potions, and maybe we can ship. I'll do everything I can to kind of bundle stuff together, but then I'm just going to start shipping out because I want to get as much out before I leave, so there's less on Patrick's plate. So hopefully I will have those supposed to ship out this week. They're supposed to ship out this week. So that's what I have for you on that. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Okay. Let's cross that off the list. Pumpkins and potions. I think, so just so you understand, the designs and embellishments come from Kimberbell. The fabric comes from Maywood. And so my rep told me that they pulled my kits. They pulled them to ship. So I'm hoping those will ship to me today or tomorrow, and I'll have them the beginning of next week. I think the CDs and embellishments shipped yesterday, or maybe they're shipping today. So if you just got the designs and embellishments, maybe I'll have them to ship this weekend. Otherwise, beginning next week, everything. I'm hoping I'll have that all. And this is always I'm hoping because, you know, June 16th was yesterday. So
June 16th?
I mean, what is it called?
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Juneteenth was yesterday. I was like, how come none of the mail went out? And so that's because it was a holiday.
She's like, what are they? I'm like, it's Juneteenth. It's a holiday. And then we got home and she's like, there's no mail. I'm like, it's Juneteenth. It's a holiday.
I can't even say it right. There's something wrong with my brain. So I'm never trying to be rude. It's just my brain is not good sometimes. It's good with some things and it's really bad with some things. Juneteenth. And I don't know why, it's just like something just doesn't click up there.
Several of you bought machines at the show. and I told you I would call you this week, and here we are at Thursday, and I have not had a chance to call you. And on the way in today, I said to Jeannie, I'm going to tell the ladies no phone calls to me until all my machine phone calls are made. And so if you've called and I said, hey, I'm going to call you back, and I haven't called you back, it was just, it's been busy. I am literally going to spend the first hour of the day calling everybody, arranging pickup, shipping, whatever we need to do with the machines that were purchased. And then for those of you who bought luminaires that I talked about, like the fact that I had to go find more luminaires, like there were no more luminaires and we sold out of them early in the show. And then I got on the phone with my rep, like, hey, you got to find me more luminaires. And we found 3. And then I called him later after we sold those, like, you got to find me more. And he's like, I found as many as you need.
But it was a small run they had.
Well, and so it is, there's a little delay with the luminaires. So all the machines that are coming, and then the luminaires are shipping like next week or the following week. So I'm going to reach out to people to make sure I'm in touch. And even though I'm not really working the week of July 4th, like I'll be looking every day, because it looks like those may actually ship where they might come like Monday or Tuesday of that week. And if that was the case, then I will definitely be here to take the machines, and I will be reaching out to folks to do what needs to be done to get you your machines. So, but that's going to be like the first hour and a half of my day today. And it's just continued. Like, it's been busy in the store. So if you have reached out, like I've had this stack of sticky notes on my desk, and I'm like slowly getting through those sticky notes. So Linda, I'm glad to hear you figured it out. It may have been that PayPal does a hold. Like I see that on our PayPal sometimes. Like, you know, I start a checkout process and like PayPal kind of holds that money in escrow until you check out, and then they put it back in later. I don't know if that's what happened in your case or not, but I've noticed that PayPal does some weird stuff like that. Anything else to add?
Okay, from my list. Yesterday's sew-along was so fantastic. I don't know. Sometimes I'm having fun. I don't know if you're having fun. But I was having fun with that, and we did our heart to home. We did the quilting in the hoop. I hope that you guys that got the kit, or if you were just doing it and you had your stash and you were working, I hope you were able to do that and that you're going to use it later on, because I love quilting on my luminaire. I absolutely love it. And it's a huge reason I feel like even if you're not an embroiderer, you should get the machine. If you're somebody that loves to quilt and maybe you're not great at free motion, you should get the machine. It's just, or the new machine, because you're going to have all those capabilities in the new machine, plus you'll have more. So it was super fun. I know we had some technical, everything that could go wrong went wrong, like picking everything up. And
the reality is there was really only one thing that went wrong, which is the program that turns Jeannie's phone into a webcam just didn't work yesterday.
And we were trying to figure that out. But we finally got on, and going to work on it again today. Yes, right? The auto split quilt sashing. I know a lot of people haven't used that feature yet.
She literally came out of the room and I looked at
what
her,
are you going to say?
And she was like, I like auto split quilt sash like a boss or something.
No, I
like,
said I was an auto quilt split sashing superhero. Because it was like so you know when
split quilt sashing is
auto split quilt sashing. Yeah.
I think you said auto quilt split sashing.
I probably did. Okay, anything else you want to point out? Do you want to? Let's just do it now.
No.
Okay, then be quiet.
This is what I deal with in my life.
This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. I have to explain myself all the time. So
well, that's because you use the wrong words. I'm like, what did you just say?
Yeah,
and
but
say
you know.
it, and then I have to
You,
think about the
but
context.
you know what I mean.
And then I have to think about
you
what we're doing.
You know what I mean. And then
I'm
I have
like,
to...
and then I'm like, oh, is this what you mean? And
He knows what I mean. He just wants to point it out, and then I have to explain myself that I don't speak well. So, anyways, it was fantastic, and it was so much fun. And I hope that you guys use what we did in class, and that you feel more confident about it. And then maybe we'll do it in something else later on for other people to learn and join us. So I wanted to talk about how much fun I had yesterday. I think I kind of came out of there, and the first thing I said was that was so much fun. And anyhow, but use your machine, quilt with your machine. Don't be afraid of that auto split quilt sashing. All that you need to remember is to read the directions, look at the picture, and think. That's what you need to do with that feature.
And don't be afraid to push buttons.
And don't be afraid to push buttons, because I showed you how you can go back, which that wasn't there before. It was kind of there, but not as easy as it is now. To just go, oh, I'm lost. Let me just go back and start from the beginning, because you can do that same feature there where you can go back, forward and back steps. It's a man thing. Yeah, it's a man thing. Okay.
Right?
Did you hear that? Oh my God! Did you? Oh my God! Did you hear it? You are not making friends today. This is what I deal with. I deal with this.
You can tell she loves it because it brings her joy because she's smiling and laughing. This is how you know.
That's what I say to him. That's what I say to him. You know what? Okay, we don't even need to talk about it. So I wanted to talk about this so long. Regarding my trip, yes, I'm getting excited. Yes, I'm getting stressed because I'm thinking about all the things I need to do before I go. I want to have all my ducks in a row, and that's been tough. So, because it's tough getting
it's not all going to happen.
It's not all going to happen, and there may be some delays in shipping. If there's something you need, like immediately, send me a note. Happy birthday, Betty. Sounds like your birthday was yesterday. Yeah, he's something else here. I did want to talk. Patrick said no. I go, should we just kind of go,
no.
Hey, brother sale. Oh, thread stands. Thread stands are in country. I'm hoping that we'll have them next week, but we're not going to be here to ship them. I'm thinking we'll be able to ship those.
They ship from Tennessee. They ship from Tennessee. So, like, if we do get them, it'll be back half of next week at best.
And they're not going out.
So they'll go out second week of July.
When we get back. When we get back. Because, I'm going to have jet lag. So I'm going to be here in the store at, like, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. shipping because I'm like, I can't sleep. I better go work. So, thread stands. If... We can't put those up because of the map pricing. But if you want a 10th spool, because I can add a couple more things. Remember, we have that Brother order, and Brother gives us a little bit of a discount. We pass that discount on to you.
It's got to happen today.
It's got to happen today. So if you want...
we're going to put it together and send it tonight.
We're sending it off tonight. So I can add a couple more thread stands. If you want a thread stand, the price on the thread stand is normally $219, and we're doing it for $100 off. And what I'm talking about, hey, Lori, Miss Lori, can you grab the 10 spool thread stand off of the back of the Luminaire? Just grab it and pull it straight up. It's in the back. It's in the back.
On the Luminaire.
On the Luminaire. So I'll show it to you really quickly. I have a 10 thread spool stand. I leave it on my machine, and it's kind of, I don't use it to organize. I really just leave it on there to, I keep the threads that I always use. Like I keep a monopoly up there. I keep like a white glide thread. So this is the thread stand. Normally it's $219.99. This is a baby lock one. The one we'll be getting is going to be the Brother one. And the sale price is $219.99. I don't even know if it's on the website, so you might have to email me.
So, and that's probably best.
Email
the
me.
Hui box class is today at what time?
No, it's not today. That was
today?
We had to reschedule it because and you should have gotten an email about that.
It's still in the calendar.
I know, but I sent them an email saying that we would have to reschedule it because Michelle is sick and she's been out all week, and we're hoping she'll be back the beginning of next week, but that is not a definite thing. We will be rescheduling that class. So sorry about that. But yeah, that is not happening. The class tomorrow, which is the IQ Designer class for the Solaris and Luminaire, is happening. I will be teaching that class, and I did send out a reminder this morning along with your Zoom link. And if you do want to take that class, I think you can still sign up. That is an introductory class to IQ Designer and Design Center. So if you have a Solaris or you have a brother, if you have the Solaris or the Luminaire, that class is for you. And that is kind of a gateway class too to get into all the other IQ Designer Design Center classes that we teach.
And then just to point out the obvious, Betty asked, what is FOMO? Linda answered the question. It is fear of missing out.
Oh my God, I get it. Yesterday, because they told me Pumpkins and Potions going to sell out, so I had FOMO. And I called her. I was like, can you add 10 more kids to my... And then I called her and I said, can you add 20 more kids? Because I don't want to, like, it to sell out and then us to do our sew-along and you guys to be like, can I get a kid? I didn't even know.
Because we only have limited supplies. Supplies are limited.
Yes. So supplies are limited. FOMO is fear of missing out. I have it all the time. I know you guys get it too. Okay. So, with regards to the thread stand, if you want that, send me a note. Me, Jeannie, a1sew@gmail.com. One other thing that I just want to, and so we do this Big Brother sale, and this morning I was in the car, I was like, should we just send it out? And Patrick's like, no.
No.
He was like, no. But if there's anything you want, I'm not sending out I have like a spreadsheet and stuff. I'm not sending it out. But if there's anything you can think of that you want, I can give you a price. And that's like hoops. If you want, that 5x7 and that 7x12 magnetic hoop that I've been using in all my videos. If you want those are, all of the accessories, all of the brother accessories. If there's any of those things that you want, just send me a note and I can send you a price, but we're not officially sending it out because it'll bury us. It'll bury us. If you want PE design software, if you want the XP3 playbooks, somebody did send me a note about that. The map pricing, the lowest you can get it online right now is $299.99. But my price is going to be $209.99. So $210, so $90 off.
So Deanna asks, will the machine have a new name? Yes. Do we know what the new name is? No. But yeah, the machine will have a new name. It's not a version of the Luminaire. And then Marlene asked, is that free to those who bought the machine for you for Luminaire? And I don't know what class you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's a free class. Yeah, no, it's not a free class for all of you, but if you purchase the machine from us, that's one of the classes that we include to give you an introduction to Design Center. If you didn't, you can still take the class. I think it's like $30 or something like that. You can go online and sign up for that. Just look at our calendar. It is the class that's going to be tomorrow. And there is some prep work. You need to have like a little panel. It's just like the little white with the border. And we're going to do quilting in the hoop again, like what we did yesterday. Very easy peasy. Oh, yeah. I can't say for sure, Cheryl, but I would say for sure.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be their top of the line sewing and embroidery machine, and they always include Disney with that. It'll be more Disney. It'll be more magnificent. It'll be more amazing. So right now, I think that the current machine has 192 Disney designs. I'm not going to say for sure, right? We don't know. But it'll probably have more.
It will. Do you know if they will upgrade the BQ 3100 this year? We do not. They do not give us an outline of what is coming. We generally hear about that stuff. If there was going to be a new one, that'd be 2025, and we'd start hearing that stuff around the start of 2025.
Marlene, I just added you. And Miss Lynn.
I'm tired.
We're tired. We're always tired though, right? Will we ever not be tired?
you have to stop being like, we're going to run this sale too. She's like, can I? I'm like, no.
I know, it's bad. We're actually trying to not do as much right now because we want to get done what we have done.
Yes. So, Carol, I was going to call you today. It should be shipping out tomorrow. It was in lacquer yesterday.
And Carol, I got your order this morning. I will combine it with the rest of your stuff. Anything else? Should we get to it? All right. That's it. Over and out. We are going to do that giveaway. We've just been like falling into bed. So let's plan on that giveaway. That's going to be our big giveaway for
next Tuesday.
For next Tuesday. And that's going to be...
I have to write tickets for everybody.
Oh, plus we need the machine, right?
Yeah, I ordered new machines and like...
we sold
it!
Our giveaway, we sold. So you got to wait. I mean, we'll just, when it comes in, we'll send it to you. But,
Kathy Larson to the class tomorrow.
Oh, yes, Miss Kathy. Are there any other people that got their machines from us?
And Carol, that was when I was
that
talking
want
about
me to
people
add you?
That I owed calls to this week. You're one of them.
Any other people? Bueller? You want me to add you? And if you didn't get your machine from us and you want to take the class, go on and register for it online today.
All right,
just go
I'm
on.
gonna go put cash in the register.
I'm gonna give one more shout out. I'm watching. Anyone else? All right then. I'm leaving Monday. So sorry. The 26th. I'm gonna work all day, and then I'm gonna drive to San Francisco, and then in the morning I will be. I'll be leaving on the 27th, early in the morning. Danielle, I will look at your order and make sure as long as it's not out, I will combine it. Before I ship anything, I go through all your orders and I look. And if I can combine stuff, I will combine it. But just keep in mind, the closeout order is special order because we just don't have room in the store for me to order like 50 of everything. So as you're placing your orders, that's why it says on there, this could take 2 to 4 weeks to fulfill. Because I'm ordering your stuff as I go. So, and I've just been sending an email to my rep every couple of days. So I will combine as long as you're good with that. And if the other order, like, I'll combine it. And I already put you in the class, Marlene. Gloria, you can take that class from us. But this one's going to be different. So when you can take that class. That is part of your purchase, is that class. And, but you have to, it's different because the buttons are so different and it can be confusing. We will send me a note and I will send the note to Michelle saying, because she usually does all the scheduling, that you'd like to be in the next XJ1 Design Center class. And we will do that. All right. Have a great day. Be creative and make something incredible. And we will see you tomorrow.